Okay, so good morning, guys. So just to give you a recap of yesterday's class, what we've done yesterday is we have a files in the ADLS Gen 2, like the different files, maybe the EMP files, department files, and the other set of files. So we want to load only the EMP files. So with the help of get metadata, we are able to get the metadata of that files, and we are able to filter only the EMP files. And after that, we are able to load each file into the Azure SQL DB. That's a requirement. Yesterday we done it, right? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, yeah. So now today we'll come out with new requirement here. So I'll take use this as a one second. I'll take it as a new here. So my requirement today is, you might be aware of this COVID cases, like there was some like what's the stats they wanted during the COVID, like number of deaths and number of the cases reported every day, and what is the weekly report and all of this stuff, right? So I've just took some real-time example use case for your case, so that we'll discuss on that one. Let me just give you high level here. I'll take it as a new map here. Let's delete this. Okay, my requirement now here is have this HTTP connection. HTTP connection is the websites. Okay, from the HTTP connection, by using the ADF, I will be loading the data to the ADLS Gen 2. That's a file folder. Okay, and again from here, I'll be using the ADF and again load the data to the database. So this is my requirement. Okay, here it will be ADF, and here it will be the ADLS Gen 2. This is my case, and again this will be again using ADF pipeline. Like I'll be creating a pipeline and loading the data here, the SQL DB. Okay, so let me just say this is the pipeline here. This is the HTTP connection. Like the HTTP connection, maybe see, I just got some real-time example here for you. So you might be aware of this. There is a European government, which this is the official website for this one. This is for the European Center for Diseases. This is the website. It's public available for everyone. Okay, I've just took as a sample website. So in this website, if I'll just go here, I'll type HTTP. Yes, ECDC. The website name here. This is the website. Yeah, www. This is the website name. Okay. So this is the official website. What we want to do is there will be a reports like every here. If you look at here down, there will be path like reports. This is the path, I think. Yeah. Publications, COVID-19 data vaccinations. Okay. If you look at here, you have a downloads here. You were able to see this file format. Download the data. So if I click on the download data,
Yes. Okay.
okay, I think yeah, not this one. I have opened one more here. Let me open the one. Home COVID-19. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry. If you look at this, I just want to show you the data. That's it. So after that, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, this is the data. So this data, we need to load it into our ADLS Gen 2, and after that, we will be loading into the Azure SQL DB into the cloud. This will be our requirement.
So
Okay.
directly from the website, right?
Yeah, we'll be downloading this file and loading
Okay.
it to the staging area into that ADLS Gen 2. And from ADLS Gen 2, we'll be loading the data to the table. Okay. There are some
Okay.
multiple files. So there is some URL issue, like the connectivity issue for this open like ECDC. So the same data they have maintained in the Git repository. So the other day I was talking the Git repository, right? Are you guys aware? Like this is the Git repository. Let me go to the Git repository here on the URL page, the first page. Okay. This is the COVID-19. If you look at here, so this is nothing, just what we need to do is, for your case, you need to log into this URL and to create an account. It's just with the username and password. I've just created an account, okay? So this is my username and password. Once you create account, this is a public URL, okay? Once you log into this account, you will be seeing this folder called COVID-19 cases. So this is the main root path. This is the root path, okay? You can also access this one. I'm just pinging you. I'll ping you the complete URL. The COVID-19, you have this ECDC data. These are all the ones which we are interested now. Means these are all the files which we want to load it into our ADLS Gen 2, and from the ADLS Gen 2, we'll be loading into the Azure SQL DB. Are we good? Did you understand the requirement?
Sir, yes, but I have a doubt. So, I mean, in the real time, do we directly connect to the website and then download to ADLS Gen 2, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm telling. So in the case of the website, we are using this Git connection. This is also a HTTP connector.
So in the real time also, do we use Git?
No, not in place of Git. We're using the actual website here.
Okay, fine. Got
Okay.
it.
I want to make you understand how to connect to the HTTP connector.
Right.
So just the URL, this will be changed, but everything is same. Means my intention is to tell you how to connect to the HTTP connector and get the data from the connection and load it into the ADLS Gen 2, and from there we'll be loading into the table.
Right.
Azure SQL table. That's our requirement. I'm not my interest is not about this Git. My interest is only this.
Right. Yeah.
See, this is public. That's the reason I took this one. Okay. So there will be a correction issues for these websites. So that's the reason the same data is here.
Okay. Now
and better, you also create an account. Just it takes 2 minutes to create an account, and also you can go to the same page here. Just try to. This is the one, and also I'll share it in the group also. Okay, so these are all the files. These are all the CSV files. Everything. See, most of the cases which I've told you, the development, like the format they use is the CSV file formats. Okay, I just look at this file. This is the file. And if I try to download this, see at the download drop file. I think, sorry, it's got downloaded. It's opening. Yeah, see, cases deaths. This is the file. Okay. So this is like how it looks like the file data. This is the CSV file format. By country, by code, by continent, confirmed cases, daily count. This is the previous data, just the test data which we want to understand. Our intention is how to connect to the HTTP and load the data load that file into the ADLS Gen 2. From the ADLS Gen 2, how we need to load to the Azure SQL DB. That's our requirement. That's what my intention is for today. Okay. So let me go here. Okay, let's leave it here. So now the file is there. So this is the path. You just need to create a Git account with a username and password. And after that, you can go to this Cloud Academy box. I've just gave you the URL directly to go there. And COVID-19, the COVID-19, if you go to the ECDC data, here is the data. And if you see, these are all the files. Now we'll see how to connect using the ADF, what are all the components which we need to configure to connect this one. Right? Okay. So today, this is our agenda for today. Okay. To connect to the HTTP connector and load the data to the ADLS. Once we have done this one, right? Maybe if the time permits, we'll load the data to the Azure SQL DB. Else, we'll do for the next class as of now. So the steps, see, this is a requirement. Like data ingestion requirements, like COVID-19 new cases by country, like hospital admissions and the ICUs, and the testing numbers and the country responses. These are all the files which we have. We want to load it into the Azure ADLS Gen. And this is the path which I've just discussed. See, GitHub is the path and Cloud Academy is the folder name, and there you have a subfolder. And there you have this ECDC data content response. Are we good? And this is the requirement. You need to understand this image here. See, this is the source. Every time I'm telling you this source, every day I'm repeating, this will be the source. Like this is like extract, transform, and load, right? That's a follow. It's by default, it's following the same principle, right?
Right.
See here, we are extracting the data. Means it will be E here. And we will be transforming the data and loading the data. So for this one, what are all you need is, first of all, what are all you need for the HTTP connector? You need the connections, right? Guys,
Yes.
this HTTP connections. We need all this, right? The first one, we need a linked service to connect to the HTTP, right?
Yes.
Yesterday we discussed. And again, we need a data set to connect to the HTTP connector, right? And the third one, for the ADLS Gen 2, I have already created a linked service. We'll use that one. And the fourth one, we need to have a data set to connect to this ADLS Gen 2, right? And the fifth one, we need to create a pipeline,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And the sixth one, we need to have the copy data activity. Are we good with this requirement?
Yes.
So this is what we followed for the other ones, right? See the other ones. So in this case of HTTP, we used this ADLS Gen 2 as a source. In the target, we used as a Azure SQL DB.
Yes.
That now my intention is to understand you the different sources. Maybe in the next class, we'll go for the Oracle DB as a source and we'll load the data as a Azure SQL.
Okay.
So our intention is the data will not be coming from only the single source, right? The data will be coming from the multiple sources. It may be a file system, it may be the HTTP websites, or it may be from the Oracle DB, or it may be from the Teradata, or it may be any other forms from the mobile apps. We want to cover all the scenarios. Maybe in the project, if you get a different scenario, right? So you will be able to handle that scenarios. This will be the flow. On a high level, this will be the flow which we'll discuss. So for this, first thing what I need to do here, can you just help me out with this? First thing what I need to do here to start our development?
Create a link service to the HTTP.
Yes, correct. Okay, so I'll go here. And this is my main Azure one. I've just done the demo one here now, and I'll try to create one more. And this is the home page. And the home where we need to create the link service.
Manage.
Okay, manage here. I'll be creating a new linked service. Here I'll be using the HTTP connector.
HTTP.
Okay, this is the connector. See, there are different type of connector, guys. There are a hell lot of connectors here. Like you will be seeing any connectors, like see the Cassandra, MongoDB, everything, like the different types of. So the generic tool, this is the HTTP connector. I give the name as linked service HTTP open data ECDC 1. Okay, and the integration runtime we can use as this auto resolve integration runtime. And the base URL which I want to connect is I need to use this one, the base URL www.http. This one I need to use here. This is the one.
Okay.
This is the base URL which we are trying to connect. See, if you look at this one also. HTTP, this is the base URL. Okay, this is the base URL. First, we are trying to see what we are trying to do here is we just want to connect to this website. That's it. Okay, and the authentication type, I'm not giving anything. Basic means if you need to give the username and password. See, for testing purpose, we need to give anonymous. So it doesn't ask you any username and password. There are different types of authentication, but in the real time, you will not use the anonymous.
Okay.
Mostly you will be using these client certificates. You need to choose these files on the real-time basis because that should be secured, right? The connections.
Actually, this will be a API integration, right?
Yes, the API integration and the Windows. It depends on the client as well. Basic means you need to have the username and password. We are not going with the username and password also. If you use the username and password, you need to give your username like the username which you created for the Git account.
Okay.
I request you to create this Git account with login.
Okay.
Just go to this website page and login. But our intention will make it as simple. We'll go for anonymous. Okay. Now I just made what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to create a new linked service here, and I just want to test the connection. Is this working or not? Yes, this my connection is working fine. So I'll create a new linked service here. Okay, this is the new
Mahendra,
link.
one doubt. While creating that Git account, is it should be the same of ADF account, or it can
No,
be
no,
any
no.
other?
That should be
Anyone
a
is fine.
generic. No, no, no. Just like your any other account which you create. It should not
Okay.
be nothing similar. So what we need is you need to see for to log in to if you log in only you will be able to access this path, which is
Okay.
this path.
The email address should be same or not?
No, 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 not required, not required, not
Okay.
required. It's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's not
Okay.
required.
Okay. Okay.
It's not required. See, just to go to this path, you need to have this one. That's it. See, the Cloud
Okay.
Academy is the first one. This is the main one in the Cloud Academy. You see, everything is public here. See,
Yeah.
the public, and if I go to the ECDC data, you will be having all this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, till now, we are good, right? So we
Yes.
just created a linked service for this one. What will be our next step now?
Create data set.
Yeah, for to create a data set for which one?
HTTP.
Which what I need to select here?
Delimiter, I guess.
No, 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 no. Yeah, understood. That's the next step. But the source, what is our source here? Is it a file or is it a SQL DB or what is our source here?
HTTP only.
Okay, here I need to search HTTP. See the HTTP connection, I'll get it here. If I click on continue, and what is the file format which we are interested? CSV.
CSV.
.csv.
So this is the file format, and I'll make this as DS and death cases 1. And what is the linked service which I am interested? So this I already created. This is the one which we created recently. So in the relative URL, what we need to pass is we need to pass this from here. Okay, till this copy death cases.
Okay.
This one we need to pass. Okay, this one same like what we was done here. So this is the one. This is the relative URL. Okay, so now I'll go here. I'll go to my. I'll pass this as a relative URL. Import schema. Are we trying to import? We were just trying to copy the data, right? Just make it as done here and click on OK. Okay. Now, if I want to see, if I want to test the connection also, I can test the connection. See the relative. So the base URL is this one, which it got fetched from this linked service ECDC1, and the relative URL is this one. This is the one from here until here. Like we need to copy it like completely. Okay. 1 second now.
Sure.
1 second. Sorry, guys. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I just want to, so this data set I want to create here and nothing here. And I want to see the mandatory ones. I'm trying to address them, and schema, we are not interested in the parameters. We'll check for the next session. So I'll just publish this one. So what I've done is I've created a linked service and the data set, right? So I'm just trying to publish them. Okay. What will be our third step now? Third step. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah.
Creating linked service
For which one?
for ADLS Gen 2.
Okay, so I think we already have this
Yeah, we
linked
have
service.
created that one.
So what we need to create is we need to create this sync 4, like the 4 for the ADLS Gen 2 path, right? We already have this linked service, right? We can use the
Yes.
existing linked service, right?
Hmm.
If you see here, there is a linked service already which we are able to point, right? So now we'll leave this one and we'll create a data set for the ADLS Gen 2. I'll create a new data set and here I need to check Gen 2. That's my target, right? I'll check
Yeah.
this one and I want to have this in the format. And here I'll make it as ds underscore cases death CSV 2. I'll make it as and I'll use as a linked service this one. And here I can browse the path. So this is my container. And here I already have these folders. Now I want to create a new folders ECDS D8 tab 1 or otherwise I can make it as new. This is the folder it will be created. It's not there here, guys. Okay. See, ECDS cases we have. Now I'll go to, let me go to the main home. I'll go to the Gen 2 and go to the containers. And this path I've given till now, I have given, right? This container path I've given here, right? Container 2, but this new is not there. Please. Okay. Now it will create a new folder and also it will create a file here. Okay. The file name, it will take it on the runtime. Okay. So here import schema none will make it as. So now we have created a target data set also. In this case, I need to publish the target data set. Okay. We're good, right? Till here. What will be our next step here? So guys, if you keep on practicing this one, we'll go to the more complex ones. So if you feel hands-on, like, so you'll be also comfortable and we'll go hands-on more on the more complex topics later, like in the next, this week and or maybe next week sessions.
Sure.
Okay. Now what will be the fifth step? The fifth step is we need to create a pipeline here. Okay. So I'll just close everything here. And here I'll take it as a new pipeline. I'll make the pipeline as PEL underscore HTTP to Gen 2 1 means my source is HTTP file to ADLS Gen 2. I want to load the data from the HTTP connector to the ADLS Gen 2. Okay. Now, what I need to take is, what is the activity which we need to take here?
Copy data.
Okay. Why we need to take the copy data is, we are trying to copy the data from the source HTTP to the Gen 2. Okay. Here in the source, so nothing we are interested here. Let's take this on the top. So let's leave it as default. Go to the source one. Here in the source, I'll take this one as a. Okay, let's see. Doubt which one is the one. I think this is the one which we created. Death cases one. Okay.
Yes.
Death cases one. I'll take it. This is the source file for us. And the method C. See, there are two types of methods here. Request method means, are you getting the data or posting the data? This is mandatory, guys.
Getting the data.
So we are getting the data from the website, right?
Mhm.
So by default, it is selected as get data. And also you can post the data to the website. Now we are fetching the data, right?
Yeah.
So let it be get here and the target sync. Here in the target, I think I've selected as CSV2, death CSV2, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. The copy behavior, let's leave it as by default nothing, because we don't have a mandatory here. And the mappings, nothing. We just want to dump the data into this path. Okay. Guys, we are good till here.
Yes.
And tomorrow classes, we'll see the parameters path, how to parameter using the dynamically. Okay. So this is just a notification. Just ignore this. Now this is ready for us. I'll close all of them. Close all of them. Only I'll just make this one as mandatory. So I'm trying to validate the pipeline. So there are no errors. Now our goal is to create a new folder, and you need to have the file here, right? That's our requirement.
Mhm.
I'll try to debug. We'll see if we get any errors or how it is. Okay. Now it got succeeded. Let's see what happened here. So data read and data written is same. Copy duration, I think, took 11 seconds. This is the seconds and throughput and everything here. Okay. And let's see. See, this
I
is
got
the
one doubt, Mahinder.
yeah.
So in the previous scenario, in the target ADLS agents, we have given a metadata, right? Even for copy thing also.
See, for that case, we want to filter the data, right? We want to
Okay.
get the, see, our requirement was there are like 5 different files. Let me go to this one. Understood what you're trying to tell. See, in our case, previous scenario was there are multiple files, right? Means you're loaded the data into the, so these, say this comes into the scenario of this way. Let me go here. We were talking about the scenario from here yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we are talking this scenario. Instead of SQL Server, it will be HTTP. Now
Mm.
we are only interested till here.
Mhm.
After that, we can do the we can get the metadata also. Maybe suppose here, if you get the like from the GitHub, you get different type of files. You are interested only that EMP file. You will use that to get metadata to filter it out.
Okay.
Okay. Yesterday's
Yeah.
requirement was there are different files, not only the
Mm.
EMP files and different
Mm.
file formats also. The extensions. There may be the SQL extension, SQL extension, CSV, PPT, right?
Yeah.
Here, what we can do is like, say, if you go here, I'll go to Gen2 and containers and BDT. See, this is the new just got created, right?
Right. Yeah.
Cloud Academy, COVID-19, blob, main, see, ECDC data. This is the file. See, in this case, there will be like 10 files, 10
Okay.
different files, same
Okay.
like this. Where is this one?
So if there are multiple files, we need to create a table, right? By using SQL commands. That's other scenario.
Multiple files, okay.
So in the target file, if we have a multiple files like .csv files, and whereas there are multiple headers, right? So we need to fetch only the what we want
Yes,
particularly.
correct. Yeah, see, suppose these are all the different files which we have. Now, what we'll create is we'll create a cases death table in the
Yeah.
SQL DB, Azure SQL.
Yes.
So we'll load only the cases deaths, right?
Yeah.
And country response is the different table we'll create. Hospital admission, we'll create a different table. Testing, we'll create a different table.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
So now this ran successfully. If you see this one, it got connected. See, the connection is different here. Previously, this was a source for us, and the target was Azure SQL DB, right? For
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
See, the data read, this is the KB, and file read, everything is fine. And this is the complete stats. It took Okay, we'll just close this one here. And this is the input response it got. Input, this is the input. See, this is the get method. HTTP readings. Okay. And this is the output, like what we saw just. Now, we successfully able to load the data into this path. Now, what will be our next requirement? The next requirement is, what we need to do the next requirement for us?
We got the data to the ADLS Gen 2, so we need to dump into the database through creating another pipeline.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what we want. Let's try. Okay. We have some time, right? So now this is done now. So we are good with this one. And also we have the data sets here. So here what we need to do, we have already have the linked service for the Azure SQL DB, right? This we have the linked service, right? We already have the linked service. What we need to create from here is we need to create a data set for the target. What will be the source for us now? The source will be the ADLS Gen 2 will be the source for us now.
Right.
Is it correct?
Yes.
Let's try for that one. Okay. So this is the source, and here I think this we need to create a new data set here. Let's close all this. So before that, we need to create a target table, right? We need to have the target table data structure, right? How to create
Yes.
a target table. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, I'll try to connect to the SQL DB here first. Let's see if the server is up. Let's try to refresh. Okay, see the credits got decreasing. Previously it was 17,000. Yes, are you able to observe this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it got 1,000 got decreased now here. Okay, because we are using this one, right? Now I'll go to the SQL database. So this is the one which I'm interested. Go to the query editor. And here I need to give my password, which I've saved it in my local. Here is this password. This is the password. Okay.
So what if we forgot the password? We can reset it, right?
Yes, we can reset that now. See, this it's asked for the allow the list. Okay, click on that. So it should be able to view now. Okay, I think we connected to this one. Let me connect to the. Let me go back again. One second. I think we created in the SQL DB1, I think. Let me connect to the server again. Databases. Just a second, now. I want to see the tables there. Yeah, here. So we'll create it here in this BI Cloud DB, okay? The table. Now, see, for this one, I have the file here, but I want to know the structure of the file, right? Like what is the data types they're using. So this is the file. Let me, I have downloaded, right? Go to the downloads. So this is the file which is open. Cases deaths, right? Which we are interested. This is the file, but I want to know what is the data types. You will be getting these requirements in the requirement folder, guys. This one will be given by the client. This is the file, and this is the file format which we'll be having, right? Means what is the is it a string or a number or a special characters? How you create a these data types, right? So we need to understand it. So here in this website only they gave us the how it is created. If I see here, there is an option called data dictionary. So this is for the new 19 cases. Let's go for the home, downloads, data for COVID-19, I think. Let's see. I think this is the one. So in this data dictionary, see, I think this is the one. Let's see. Yeah, country, country code, content, continent. Yeah. See, what I've done is in this, they only give you the data dictionary, means what is the file type you have here. This will be given by the client. Okay, nothing to worry. This will be the part of business requirements. They will give you, this is the file type which you got it here, and these are the column name and the string, the type. Based on that, we can create a table in our target table. Target, it can be a Snowflake, or it can be Azure SQL DB, or it can be any Oracle Cloud or anything. But you need to know what is the data types, everything, right? You need to have this information, right, for us.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So for this one, now I'll try to create a target table. Okay, now I'll go to the create table. I'll give the table name as cases underscore deaths. Okay. Now, what will be our first one? Country. I'll take everything here. These are the columns. Okay. I think the same table which we have populated in the ATLS2. Let me see here. Okay. Now I need to define, is it a string or a number? Based on what I need to see? Based on the file which we have here. Let me go there. Where is this? Yeah, it is a string, numeric, the date. Based on the data, we can see this. Varchar. Varchar here. Okay. String in the data type, we'll call it as a varchar here. Continent. And what is the other one? This one, right? And this is number. Okay, I'm giving the integer. And what is the other one here? String numeric.
Next one integer.
Again, it will be integer. We'll cover the basics of the SQL also while starting that, and I'll give as date. I'll map this one as a 1. Okay. Rate by day. What is rate by day here? Rate by day, numeric string. Okay. Are we creating the correct one? Date, country code, date. Okay. This is a varchar. I will give you here only the this creative script so that you can use it. Okay. Now I'm trying to create. Okay. I've created the table. And I'm pinging in this table in the group also. You can use the same table. Okay, now we are good, right? So we created a table in the SQL DB. Now our requirement is we have already the SQL DB. I think this EMP, I think let's see, we have the linked service. We should be having the linked service for, yeah, we have the linked service for the BI Cloud DB. So nothing to create a linked service for the target. We need to create a data set for the target, right? And the source also we need to create. Guys, you're understanding, right? We need to create a data set for the source and target.
Yes.
Okay, now I'll go here. DS underscore PSS depth for CSV file I'll give, and I'll use this one. And I want to give the path here. This is the new. This is the path. COVID-19 blog main. Okay, right? We're good till here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So import schema. Okay, from the connections, let's import the schema because we are trying to map it right here. Now I'm trying to test the connection. Now what I've done is I've created a source data set here, and the connection is successful. Let's move here and see the schema. Okay, let's see if we get any errors, we'll see from there. We'll cancel and let's see if we get any errors, we'll try to fix this. Okay, now we are good till here, and we'll try to publish this. Now we'll create a target data set here. Okay, I'll create a target data set. My target is Azure SQL. SQL. Okay, and the linked service, I got already the linked service. So this is the table which we created, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And MS. So that it will know that this is a table. Okay, I'm trying to publish. Okay, so now we are good. So we'll create a new pipeline here. This pipeline name will be PL underscore Gen2 to SQL DB. Or I'll make it as CD. CD is cases by depth. Okay. Here, what I'll use the copy data again here. I'll make it as CD here, cases by depth. Here I'll use I think this is the depth cases CSV, right? Which we added here. Okay. So this one I'll use, and in the target I'll use this one is the one which we created a data set for this, right? Okay. Let's see. These are not mandatory. Let's see if we get any errors. I'm trying to validate it. Okay. I'll try to run the pipeline. Just queued up. It's not yet started. See, it's queued up. See, now it started. It got failed. I understand why it got failed. See, the delimited error found while processing case is that is with the row number, but found more columns than the expected. Okay.
Yeah.
Found more columns than expected. I think we missed some file, like what you call,
Yes.
while creating the.
The last one, source.
No, source also we created, right? See, country we have, country code we have, continent we have, population we have.
No, sir, but in data dictionary, there was some other rows it's showing, some other columns.
No.
Cumulative.
Cumulative count. Cumulative count.
Yes. Yeah.
See, no,
It is
that may be
missing.
a different file, but our file is this one, right? Let's close all. Let's close all. Okay. We'll go to the. Okay, let's save this in the notepad. Okay. Now I'll go to the this path. Get to containers. Ready to this one. Cloud, this one, block. Okay, let's open this. Okay. So here it directly came as this format. Okay. We need to change this one. Understood. Let's see what we have this one. Oh, it came in this way. So we have the file, but we got all this metadata, like all the structure of this one. Of the data, but let's see. What we'll do now is we'll try to upload a file here. Let's see. ADL has entered. I'll upload a. We'll do our one testing file, like which we downloaded here, and see. Okay. Now I have this file. Let's say this file. Okay. See this. The size of the file is more, so that's the reason it's not getting for us. See the size here. We have like 129 reports.
Okay.
Okay, what we'll do, I'll create a dummy file here with this, just with this data.
But in the real time, we will also get huge data, right? Then
Huge data, but our plan will be different, right? Our
okay,
plan will be
subscription
different.
plan.
Okay,
Sorry?
we are on the free
For
free
talking about
versions.
subscription plan.
No. We are on the free trial, right? This one.
Right, yeah.
So that's the reason they'll give you all the limited these things. Okay. Let's create one sample file. Okay? This one. It is just with this data. Okay. Save it as desktop. Okay. I'll make it as CSV, and here I'll make it as okay. I'll just go to this path. The trainings. Where is the file? What's it? Okay, it's saved in the updated also. Go here. Okay, desktop. Where is the file? We'll save it in the other location. Desktop. Idea of trainings. Updated files. Yes. So this file. Yeah, we have this file. Okay, we have the file. I think the columns also, this is fine, right? We have the country code, continent, population, indicator, daily count, rate, daily rate one,
Yes.
rate source. Okay, this should be fine. So now I'll upload this file, this sample file in the AD Legend. Okay, I just upload. I think we'll go here. I'll upload here. See, the size is only just 2 KB there for this file. And if I see, let's edit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fine now. Okay. This we are able to see the data. Okay, we'll use this one. So if you want to use this one, I need to go to the data set. I need to change the just 5 minutes, guys. We are almost done.
Okay.
Okay. So here I'll take this one. Okay. And I'll try to publish. See, whenever you do any changes, the first thing is you need to publish this. That's a mandatory. Okay. So I publish this one. So instead of pointing to the other one, now I'm pointing to the new one. Let's see. Try to debug. Let's see what's the reason it got failed again. Oh, I think it's more pointing to the same one only. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's pointing, this one is pointing again. Now I'm able to see the data. See, this should work, I guess. This I published. So if I try to open, yeah, this is fine. In the sync also, this is fine. And if I try to open, it is going to the correct only. Mappings. Yeah, now it is pointing everything. Here you can also see. Here I'll see. Okay. So here I'm trying to do the mapping. See, this mapping is also important. Previously, we are using only the copy data, right? So see, this is the source mappings. I mean, this is the file mappings, and it is a target table mapping. Okay. This is also fine. Now I'm not making any changes here. Try to publish back again. Okay, publishing completed. Validate and run again. Debug. Okay. Okay. Additional. See, the column name date from string television to date time. Okay. So what happened is here, when I go to the source, I open this mappings. Here it is saying as a date here in the string here. In the source, I need to change this one here. Can change this. Okay. Let me. What is the format it is having? Okay. Date, right? Let's try again. Copy the error message. When converting the value from a column date from type string to date time precision scale, additional info string was not recognized as a valid date time. Okay. Here, I think when we try to do this one, so import previous source. This is fine. Here I need to change the data type here. Let's see. So here what's happening is when we try to do this date, right? So this one, the mapping. copying the data from the column date to the column date. Here, I think this string is facing the issue, this one. So it should have the date type here. Okay. View source code and activity. Let's see. Mappings, I can try to change the data type. I'm just trying to see where I need to change the data type here for this source. Right. So I'm getting by default here. I need to change this. Let's see if we try to remove that and try to load it. Let's see. Will that mapping will go? It should not populate anything in the target. Let's see. And once this is done, so we'll validate, we'll try to fix that again. I see there is an option to change the data type in the source also. Let's try this one. That should give you nulls. If it pass, the date should give you null here. And got failed again. Let's see. Invalid column length. The error message occurred. It should be discarded. We have the daily count. Right. So this is settings. This is not recorded. Date. Here all the date again. We are getting an error here. See, warning. Let's try one more time. Okay, we'll see if it fails. We'll check back. So there are no errors. We'll see if this fails or pass. We'll just check it in the morning again. I need to attend a meeting at 10:15.
Yeah.
It failed. Okay. So I think this string only we're getting issue. What I suggest, what I'm thinking is before doing this one, we'll do the typecasting here, casting this to the string from the source to the date format, and from there we can load the data into the date here. Here we need to do the casting here in the source one, so that not only the string, it gives you the actual, like if it is a string, if it is a population, it will give you the integer here or the number numeric here.
So the mapping itself, we can do that.
Yeah, what we can do is we can transform the data by using the cast option. There is another option called cast. See, there should be an option.
Typecasting, right?
Typecast, yeah, where you can change this one to the different, like if it is a string, you can change it to the date. That's what I'm just trying to see the option here. Let's see once here. There should be some cast. See the cast transformation is there. This one we need to use in the data flow. Yeah, okay. We need to use this in the data flow. We need to create a data flow and we need to use this here. See here. See this image.
Yeah.
Specify the format. Here we need to give the new format here.
Okay.
Import the data from the address. Import here, what we can get is we can, in this case, what we need to do is we need to create a data. I
Data
thought of
flow.
discussing the data flow concepts later. So that's the reason I didn't touch this one. So here in the data flow, settings, data flow, you need to create a new data flow. Yeah, this one, add source. Data set will be the same.
Cases with this.
See this one, death by cases, right? In this one. Here and here, one we to give is cast here. This one. In the cast, I need to tell which column I want to change this. I thought of discussing that topic later, so that's the reason okay. Here in the death cases, we'll use as a sample, right? Not this one.
Right.
I think it's taking this data set is taking the it's a sample only. Okay, this is the one. If I go to the data flow, open. Okay, this is fine. Incoming stream is source one. Okay, here it should not come this way. Here we change the name, right? Otherwise, I correction. Gen 2. Just a minute. We'll just try it and maybe in the next class we'll sample CD. Okay, Gen 2. And here I'll get the path. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, now we got this one. But type as this one. Cast. Here we are getting C. So string, I want to do it in a different format. I want to discuss this one later, like the date. This different format. Okay. I want to discuss this in the while discussing regarding the data flows. So for till now, we'll just focus on the CSV from the HTTP to the storage at Gen 2. Maybe by tomorrow, I'll try to fix this one. Otherwise, we can discuss this in the data flows. In the data flows also, you can use all these transformations here, all the different transformations. This will be the source component. The data flows are mainly used in the pipelines. Means once you create a data flow, we need to integrate that in the pipeline and we can run in the pipelines. So these are all the things which we'll be discussing. Exist, union, lookup, derived columns, all of them. So these are all the things which we'll discuss. So here the cast is there, which we convert. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll stop the recording. will